This podcast contains themes that are unsuitable for younger listeners and parental guidance is advised.
We've got to keep moving or they get us! These weapons are shit! Now we've got to rescue John. Come you took my child. It's now 30 years.
We had to make another stop. We're one day away from our destination, but we had to make some repairs. So we sat down on this real shitty little asteroid, which was close to a neutron star. And the reason why we chose to go to this neutron star location is because it will interfere with a lot of other people's technology, and they wouldn't be able to detect us whilst we're down for a while. Apparently there's a problem with the hyperdrive, and yet again, I can't work on it. I can't help out because the technology doesn't handshake with what I am. It doesn't like humans. It will not work for humans, and not even the tools or scanners will work for humans. So what can I do? I just get told to have a look around, you know. So there's me walking around on this little moon body, and luckily it has a nice thin atmosphere, so a bit of fresh air for a change. Although all I have to do is stay in the fucking shade, because as soon as I get out of the fucking shade, away from this little cave that we flew into, the radiation from the neutron star will fucking just kill me there and then. So it's like, okay, right, stay in the fucking cave. Okay. Although bit of thin atmosphere is better than recycled air, I have to say. So whilst the man in black, Chichi and Anna, whilst they're doing their repairs, there's me with my mace over my shoulder, and I just like, okay, right, I'll take a walk. Hey guys, all three of them looked at me. I'm going to go south of the spaceship. Don't forget, I can't radio because the radios don't work for us, and I'll try and keep track of time. I'll be back in an hour. Well, I'll be turning around in an hour, so 2 hours. If I'm not back in 2 hours, walk south and see what happens. If there's any splits, I'll make a mark on the wall. Don't know what I was going to make a mark with, but I'm sure I'd find a stone or do something to leave an arrow or something. Anyways, the three of them got on with the repairs, and I started walking down this pathway. And I started walking down through this cave passage, and it was dark, but there was like some real weird glowy alien worm things, which is good. It was a nice little dark blue, but it was lit up enough for me to have a good old butcher's. I could see my face, and I could see it all the way down the tunnel, so I wouldn't be caught off guard, as far as I'm aware, that is. Unless someone's got a fucking personal cloaking device. Do they exist? Who fucking knows? So I'm walking, and all I can hear is the echoes of my footsteps. And I decided to get my mace and just rattle it against the wall, you know, give it a good old bang, little scrape, see what noises and echoes I can make. And after doing that for a few minutes, I heard a little groan. I stopped. So did the groan. I made the same noise again. Right. Someone's down there with us. I can't call for help, and if there's no one around to help me, then I might as well just face this on my own. I made my scrapey noises a lot louder, and the groan got louder. Come on then, I said. Come on, you cunt. Is anyone there? Of course you're fucking there. You're growling at me. Come on, you fucker. Out of the shadows crawled this dog-like thing. That's all I could describe it as. It had 4 fucking legs and a lot of fucking teeth. Oh, what the fuck are you? Come on. What do you want? Do you want some of this? Or do you want to be friends? This dog-like thing's teeth were grey and they glistened with the blue light coming from the blue worm things. I could hear what could be saliva salivating from this hungry beast of a thing. Oh fuck. If that was its tail, it was fucking swishing, just like a cat's if it's pissed off. Even with a dog, you know, not wagging, but in a real aggressive fucking swish, like it wants to fucking eat me. Okay then, we're gonna do it this way, are we, you fucking cunt? And this dog-like thing walked closer and closer, stalking me, just looking at me as though I'm about to be his fucking dinner. He's about to fucking pounce on me. I got my mace all lined up ready to go, because if that fucker jumped to me, he's getting a face for the mace. Hey, that fucking rhymed. Anyways, I decided to walk closer to it. Come on, you fucking schlag, I said. Do you want a fucking piece of this, or do you want to be friends? Do you want some of this? And there we have it. My perception went into slow motion as the dog-like thing bent down, ready to fucking pounce and jump, and he fucking jump he did towards me. He lunged out so fucking quickly. I sidestepped him and smashed him in the side of the face with the mace. Hey, it rhymed again. Wow, I'm on fire. And he hit the deck like a sack of shit that he is. And then I carried on smashing his face in with the mace, and all this purpley blood, well, it might have been purple, it's whatever colour it was reacting with the blue lights from these blue wormy things, and blood splattered everywhere, and he was making some real weird fucking painful noises. It was dying a real fucking brutal death as I carried on smashing its skull through with my mace, christening the bad boy. And then it stopped moving, and I noticed that there was a collar on it. A fucking collar. Oh shit. Someone's gonna be missing their fucking pet. I had a look at the collar, and there was a fucking tag on it with something engraved. I couldn't read it. I don't know what language it was, but it had a fucking mark on there as though it was writing. I removed the fucking collar and dragged this dead dog-like thing to one side, down to the little passageway that it was just waiting in. So it must be a guard dog, maybe? I put him back in the hole and continued on my journey to see what was down there. I walked and I walked and I walked, and I checked the time. Yeah, I need to turn around right now. And I heard a faint noise in the distance. It was talking. What language was it? I ain't got a fucking clue. But oh yes, there was a few voices, and that wasn't good. I was outnumbered, and I've only got my mace, and they could have God knows what. So I decided, fuck it. If I'm gonna die, I'd rather die head on than being shot in the back, especially when they realise that their pet fucking whatever it is dead. I walked closer and closer to the talking, and that conversation's getting louder and louder. And then I was there. You had two shortish people smoking God knows what, and just having a laugh like they're on a break. And then after a few minutes of me just watching them in the darkness, they actually noticed me. I was standing there with my blood-soaked mace over my shoulder, ready to batter anyone that decided to be aggressive towards me. They didn't know what species I was, I don't think, because they looked shitting themselves, and they looked like they've not seen a human before. And to be honest, I don't blame them, because hey, this fucking galaxy is big. It's fucking big. And these two short dwarfy kind of things with really weird fucking ears at the top of their heads rather than at the side like humans. They had buck teeth, and they are quite furry in appearance as well. But they were smoking something, and they were wearing some raggy kind of clothes, as though they were miners maybe. And I think what gave them away as being miners is they had stuff like shovels and spades and pickaxes with them. "Hello," I said. "I killed your dog." They looked at me, they couldn't understand what I was saying. "Hey, do you not get that I just killed your dog?" Still no response. I got closer to them, and they began to look like they were scared. I mean, they did look scared. One of them, I think, kind of let out some foul fucking stench. It's either a fart or a defensive mechanism. One of the two. They're both as effective because it fucking stank. "Hey," I pointed to him. "Do you have anything for me?" And I tapped on my side where my pockets were, and I gestured my hand out. "Give it to me." I think that was universal language because they started to unload what they had, and they put down their tools and they emptied their pockets onto the floor, and then they backed off, and I walked over to their pile of stuff and looked at them, backed up, not knowing what to do. I bent down and I started putting their stuff into my little rucksack, and then I was thinking, okay, right, maybe Anna and Chichi can tell me what the fuck it is that I've just jacked them for. Hey, I'm a wanted person, we need stuff, maybe it's useful, I don't know. So it went in without question. I didn't even check what it was, I just threw it into the bag and I left their tools there. As I began to turn around and walk away, I could hear some footsteps running towards me. Shit. I turned around, noticed that one of these cunts had just swung his pickaxe towards me, and as I turned around, I swung my mace out and smashed the guy in the face, and his face exploded on impact. He was weak as fuck. His dog-like thing, maybe it was his, maybe it was someone else's, that put up more of a fight than these little maggot dick fucks. I mean, his head exploded on impact with the mace, and I looked at the other guy, who just was paralysed with fear. He cowered onto the wall and slid down, trying to curl into a ball. "Right, you fucker, your mate's dead, now you're gonna fucking die." So I swung the mace down and smashed it into his back, where a big old dent was put into him. He let out a real horrifying squelch of a yelp. It was blood curdling, so I thought, fuck it, and I just stamped on his head so he was dead pretty much straight away after that. Put that poor cunt out of his misery. And then I hot-footed it back to the spaceship. Outside the spaceship was Chichi, as she was just doing a few more modifications to something or other, I don't know. I'm not a space engineer, nor do I know any of their technology. "Chichi, I just killed some guys. We gotta go now." She looked at me. "What do you mean you killed some guys? There's no one here." "Yeah, there is. Look at my fucking mace, it's covered in blood." "Right, okay. What do they look like?" "Well, I don't fucking know." "Well, you had this dog-like thing with some grey teeth, and it jumped on me, so I fucking killed it. And then a little bit later on, I came across two rabbit-like things, and I robbed them, and then one of them decided to come after me after I turned towards the ship, and I killed him, and then I killed his friend that he was with as well." "Right, we gotta go now. It's a hyperdrive fix, it doesn't matter, we gotta go, we've been seen, we gotta go now." As I ran up the loading bay ramp, Chichi pinched my bum. I turned to look at her, she had a little smile on her face, and I just ran up. Both me and Chichi got to the cockpit where Anna and the old man were waiting. Chichi's like, "Right, we've got to go now. He's bumped into some Hataonas." Anna looked real mortified. "Oh shit, we gotta go now." So we took off and got out of there. Although the hyperdrive was not ready to go, we just had to get going. Right, you really fucked up, said Anna. I mean, what do you mean I've really fucked up? You just killed some real brutal people. Brutal? They were like little fucking bitches. I killed them with my fucking mace. No, it's their masters that are the brutal ones. They're the minions. It's their masters that are brutal. You think the Anunnaki are fucking sick in the head? These cunts, holy shit. They're the worst of the worst. We gotta go, because they'll fucking eat you. What? They will eat you raw. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Shit, let's get out of here. Yeah, no shit, said Anna. We're on our way out now. Strap in. We're gonna go close to light speed, but we can't engage the hyperdrive. It will just give us a bit more distance, and we'll try and find somewhere else to set down. Right. What do you want me to do? We'll go to your cabin and have a lay down. Okay, right. I went to my cabin, and on the way out I heard a lot of giggling. I stopped. I turned around and I went back to the cabin. Why are you laughing? You think I'd buy anything? They weren't fucking mean, were they? No. They're just little fucking peasant things. What do you mean? Well, they're just nobodies. You just robbed a load of people with no technological significance. What do you mean? We're having you on. They're not brutal. They're just like, how would you put it? They're like village idiots. You're fucking having me on. No. Well, let's have a look at what I got then. So I tipped out the rucksack. So Chichi picked up this little square thing and started to laugh. This is an inferior version of our Anunnaki computer. You could use this. It's not encoded by DNA. You can use this. But, you know, it's like a child's toy, this. Right, so now I'm a fucking child. Yeah, sorry. What else is this? She held up this cylinder thing. Wow, this is a laser pen. A laser pen. Yeah, you can you can give someone a nice little burn with it, I suppose. You could blind them, maybe. Yeah, something else you can use. Give someone a nice little fucking scar. What? So it won't kill someone? No. Will it set someone on fire? No. It'll just give someone a little scald, like you know, when you're lighting a cigarette with your lighter, and then you just put the hot bit of metal on your skin. That's the worst it'll do to you. Oh, great. And what's this? This here is a photo. It's a photo. No, it's another little square. Pull it out. What? Push the button and pull it out. Yes, it sure was a photo indeed. It was a photo of the guy that I just killed and some smaller ones and what could appear to be a woman. So that's his family. That's the family of the guy I just killed. Yep, there you go. How's my little murderer doing? Said Chichi. Oh, fuck off. How's my little murderer doing? Fuck off, Chichi. How's my little murderer doing? Oh, you know what? I'm going to go to my cabin. Can someone get the door for me? Thank you for listening. Please come back next week for the next episode. If you've enjoyed this podcast, why not check out our other podcast, A Tribute to Men That Hate Their Jobs, which is a brutal but witty portrayal of working a job you hate. In this podcast, there are themes explored in which happy workers simply wouldn't understand, unless they listen to these cautionary tales from a man that lost his ideal job because of the global pandemic. Be warned that this podcast contains strong and offensive language that some listeners may not want to hear. In addition, this podcast is not recommended for younger audiences. All our podcasts are available on YouTube. Just search for the Master X Media podcast channel. In addition, you can also find our podcasts on Amazon Music, Red Circle Podcasts, Stitcher and Spotify. We also have another YouTube channel called The X Review. This is a review and reaction channel. Not only is it on YouTube, but it is also on Brand YouTube, BitChute and Rumble. You can also find us on Facebook, Gab, Twitter and Parlour. All the links are in the description below.